Hello everyone, welcome back to MLS Week in Review. I'm the Analyst 32. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and we'll keep going. So, to jump right into this past week's stuff, let's look at the standings out in the West. Colorado is sitting with 24 points after gaining 4 points this past week. FC Dallas is up to 23 in second. Vancouver at 20, the Galaxy at 19, San Jose at 18, and RSL have dropped down to 6th with 17. Sporting Kansas City is at the same point level, but they are below the red line as we speak. Seattle is sitting at 13, Portland still at 12, and Houston has made a bit of a jump, getting up to 11 points compared to their last point in the standings. Going out east, Montreal is sitting at 16. NYCFC is level with them as well after their win this past weekend. We'll get to that here in a minute. Philadelphia is at 15. Toronto at 14. DC United have jumped back up into the top 6 at 13. New England is at 13 as well, moving up. Orlando City has dropped off and been passed, sitting at 11 points and below the red line. The New York Red Bulls are sitting at 10. Columbus is still at 10 as well after their trade of Kai Kamara, and Chicago is sitting at 7. So, looking at the scores from Wednesday, the Philadelphia Union tied the Galaxy 2-2. Yes, it's a draw. Assuming I'm American. Colorado beat Sporting Kansas City 1-0. FC Dallas beat Portland 2-1. This is becoming a trend. We'll see that here in a second. Vancouver beat Chicago 2-1 in a big couple weeks for them. And we'll show you that here in a moment as well with their result on Saturday. San Jose beat Houston 3-1, and DC United on Friday beat the Red Bulls in the rivalry up there in the Northeast 2-0. Going over Saturday and Sunday scores, Montreal drew with Philly 1-1. Columbus drew with Colorado 1-1 as well. New England beat Chicago 2-0. Toronto lost to Vancouver in a thriller, to say the least, where Sebastian Giovinco may have had the goal of the season with one of the most beautiful touches you'll ever see, and just a quick turn-in shot that was beautiful. But does also count, Kekuta Mane for Vancouver got himself a couple of goals in their win here 4-3, which is good to see him back and rolling for Vancouver, because he has always been fun to watch. FC Dallas beat Seattle 2-0. Houston beat RSL 1-0. Sporting Kansas City beat up on Orlando 2-1, and Portland lost to NYCFC 1-2. While I tend to cut these out for some odd reason, I'll probably leave this in there. Portland played really well. NYCFC just had 2 moments of brilliance. Well, there was a couple brilliant defending moments for them as well that really ruined our opportunities to score. But NYCFC, you know, they converted when they needed to convert. We didn't. Adi got a hamstring injury after his goal that leveled it, and then we just let McNamara just put in a thrilling upper echelon goal that really we closed out on quite poorly, and it shouldn't have happened. So this is a new trend for Portland, losing 2-1. This has now happened 3 times in a row. Vancouver, FC Dallas, and now NYCFC. We need to do something about it. This is getting ugly. Hopefully we can turn it around this weekend, though, against Vancouver, who are playing out of their mind. We'll see how that goes. I will be there, so check out that video here in the future. I will be at the match. I'm going to be in the Timbers Army, so I got to get there early, so definitely check that out. So let's get into the top goal scorers. There were some great goals this past week, and it has changed the top 5. Yes, I have crunched it back down to the top 5 because enough people have scored 5 goals that creating a top 10 really just isn't worth it, because then I would just have like a ton of people tied at 5 goals for 6. Doesn't make sense to me. Giovinco is sitting at the top right now, and yes, ties are generally based on percentage of goals for the team. Just a heads up on that. And obviously all my stats are from whoscored.com. Check them out. They're awesome people, and they will give you all the statistics you could imagine for the MLS and other leagues around the world. So give them a look. Toronto sitting at 8, or Giovinco from Toronto is sitting at 8 goals. Adi from Portland got his 8th goal this weekend. David Villa had an amazing conversion after a beautiful pass from handball play to get him back up to 8 goals. Wondolowski is sitting at 7 still for San Jose. He had a couple of great goals this past week in a friendly that you guys should definitely go check out. And Piatti for Montreal is sitting at 6. So that is your top 5 goal scorers. Portland, in another stat that I would like to bring up, has 1 goal on the counter all season. This is something that we late in the season really thrived in, scoring goals off the counter, and this year we're just having a hard time converting those opportunities. Small defensive lapses really have contributed to great moments for other teams scoring goals against us, which is slightly unlucky and slightly just our problem that needs to just stop, and have our defensive lapses be in spots that are not such things that are prime for goal creation and goal scoring opportunities. So yeah, 1 goal on the counter this year. We need to improve our finishing. Hopefully Adi comes back healthy. He's currently day-to-day, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, this has been MLS Week in Review. Okay, what was your guys' favorite game of this past weekend? My favorite game was Vancouver versus Toronto, up and down match. Definitely one for the ages in a Canadian rivalry. But I'd like to hear from you guys, so thank you for watching. This has been MLS Week in Review, as I mentioned earlier. You can follow me at TheAnalyst32 on Twitter. You can like and subscribe to my page here, TheAnalyst32 on YouTube. You can also check out my Facebook page, Facebook/TheAnalyst32. All of that is available there, and you can find that information down in the description below, as well as links to check out whoscored.com and my other videos. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the other side of the pitch. Have a good one.